Welcome back.
We're back again.
But this time with sushi.
I wish this could have been our first place because this is actually one of my favorite sushi spots.
I know. We used to come here so often.
It's called Nagoya. It's in Peoria. It's super good. We got a bunch of things to try, some new stuff. I'm excited. And I'm
This place
hungry.
never disappoints. All right. So for the first round, we have some appetizers you want to start with. We got the seaweed salad, the takoyaki balls.
And if you don't know what takoyaki is, it's like a deep fried like octopus. It's like a piece of tentacle or something, and you fry it. It's in like sriracha mayo and like
Eel sauce.
eel sauce. That's what it is. Yes, so good.
And then Lexi ordered some soft shell crabs. I'm excited.
That looks so good. And then my favorite for summertime, the Oasis roll. You want to tell them what it is?
It's gonna be crab meat with salmon. It looks like tuna and crispy onions with a eel sauce right on top.
Wrapped in a cucumber.
Oh yeah, wrapping cucumber.
Yeah.
That's the important part.
The most important. Okay, well, let's dive in. What should we try first? Everything's so good. I'm so hungry.
Look at that takoyaki ball. So,
Thank you.
thank you.
Those are so cute, the little glasses. They look like little octopus.
I know they changed it up.
Right?
I love it.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you.
Okay, well, that one's next, for sure. Let's give this a shot.
Cheers.
What
We
is
can't cheers anymore. Look at this.
Cheers. So hot, but so good. It's like a mushy consistency inside and like super crunchy on the outside. But it is so good. I'm just die right now. Hold on.
Don't die. We just started.
I know, we just first bite in. We didn't introduce them yet, but this is the star of the show, guys. It doesn't look that appetizing, but if you like oysters, these are fresh oysters. They have green scallions inside, ponzu sauce, masego, which is like fish egg, similar to like caviar, and then a quail egg. So it's delicious. No alcohol in this.
Cheers.
That just brings me comfort.
It gets me every time.
It's so good. I can get rounds on rounds on rounds.
Just gonna go to another one.
I know. Oh, and we will. We will. Okay. Next thing. Let's do the seaweed salad. I feel like this is pretty universal, but I don't know. I just like seaweed salad. It's got like a good crunch. I don't know, slimy texture, but in a good way.
It's really refreshing with sushi.
I don't know if you're supposed to do this, but some places like seaweed salad comes out warm. I'm glad this come out cold.
Yeah, I like it cold.
Absolutely.
Yes.
Okay. And so are we ready to scream, oh my god?
We are.
Yes.
1, 2, 3.
Oh my god!
So cool.
Do we get tired of this or not?
No. Never.
Never. Yeah.
Yay.
We could live here if we could. They're coming in hot here, so we'll just introduce this next thing. This is the oh my god roll. It was kind of off camera, but she lit it on fire and she kind of like tilted back and forth to like bake the whole roll. But it has eel on it, shrimp, I believe, crab meat, avocados,
Shrimp tempura.
oh shrimp tempura, that's right. Yeah, eel, spicy mayo, and all the other things that make sushi. But it's super good. Well, first, what'd you do today, girl?
What I do today? So I woke up at 7 a.m.
Okay.
Went to the gym. I hit legs.
Dang. Oh, by the way, I was sore from those step ups.
Oh hell yeah.
I think so. I watched this girl, and you're supposed to be focusing on stepping down instead of stepping up. So
I threw your heels, right?
yes, and I never knew. So
Wait, step ups like on the little stair climbers?
no, like on the box. Oh, thank you so much. Appreciate it. Oh my god, I'm having guys. We're spoiled. I don't know. Okay. But anyway, okay. Yeah, no, you know how like the box, they have those boxes? So like instead of just focusing on stepping up and getting yourself up there, you're supposed to take your time going down. And then yeah, so I gotta kick my butt. I'm still sore. It's been 3 weeks.
Okay.
So I know I did something right this time.
Let's try that out now.
Yeah. Okay, but you went to the gym and then what?
Oh, what did I do after that? I went home. I dealt with health insurance stuff. I only called like 3 companies.
You're such an adult.
No, it's so annoying.
I love that for you.
I didn't sign up for this.
I know. Nobody asked for this.
I still haven't got it figured out. So after that, I ate lunch. I had some tacos, some al pastor, and then carne asada tacos, which were bomb.
Really good.
And then I took a fat nap. And now I'm here.
Nice. I just woke up, showered, got ready for work, and then Nina picked me up. Now I'm here. First meal of the day.
We made some money today, so
I did. I did make money. That's a good thing. Okay. Alright. Before we ask another question, 'cause I'm starving, guys.
I know.
It's ridiculous. Let's go into the soft shell crab.
okay, I'm done.
Nina's never had it before here, and I don't really recall the taste of it. So. Let's get it. I'm using my hands. I don't care. Cheers. This one isn't a salad like your octopus balls. That's so good. Yeah, if you've never had soft shell crab before, they fry it with the shell intact. So it gives it like really good, like crunchy bite to it. I like it.
When I first had this, I always thought it was gonna be really hard. Like, how like normal shell was like really tough.
Yeah. Like a thick little
Literally.
shell. You're like breaking it in. So good. I wonder, like, is it a baby crab?
Probably. All right. What in life is beautiful to you? Where do you find inspiration?
Honestly, okay, I have the same answer for both of these questions, and I think that like love or just like relationships, in my opinion, is like the most beautiful thing, and like that's where I find my inspiration from. Like, I feel like I'm a giver, so I like do it for everybody else. So I've been learning to do it for myself now too.
Right,
But
say a little bit for yourself.
yeah, for sure. But like, I definitely find inspiration in like other people's stories or like just relationships and connections that like make life worth living. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
What about you?
Honestly, I would say the same thing, like human connection, like at its core. Because I love like, I don't know, I love meeting new people and learning about people and like, you know, how they are today. And I feel like as humans, like we can bounce off of each other. Like if you were by yourself by a room, like I feel like you get really lonely and depressed.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's why she's my soul sister. I love that. Okay. Yeah. Let me take one more bite. Then we'll get to the next question. I want to ask one of your questions. She's so prepared. She has a little booklet, all her questions. She came in, she's like, where's your questions? I'm like, I got them right here.
Okay, I got you. I have extras.
Okay. What belief do you have that most people disagree with? That's a good one.
I'm thinking.
Take your time, girl. I'm eating.
So I have this belief that I believe once you love someone, you never stop loving them, including exes and friends.
Okay.
Even if you have to love them afar, like I feel like you can give love like telepathically or like, you know, through energy.
Yeah, for sure. I can respect it.
But I don't know. Once I love you, I will always have love for you, and you will always hold like a place in my heart because you are someone who built me into the person I am today. And without, you know, that stepping stone, I wouldn't be who I am.
For sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can see that. I feel like I agree and disagree with that. About the whole trash thing. I always tell her, like, you know, like if you don't check on your trash, then don't check on your past. Kind of. But
I mean, I get where you're coming from.
Right, but with the whole like, what is it called? You know, this is where you came from, and in that sense, I guess I can't appreciate like the people in my past who made me who I am today. Because yeah, without that, then I probably wouldn't be who I am today.
Yeah, and I feel like I always give people the benefit of the doubt. Like, you know, they could have been like not a so good person, but people change.
Yeah.
I like to think people change for the better.
Love that girl.
Yeah.
Oh, well, on to the next. So, let's try the Oasis roll. So this one's supposed to be like fresh pan cold. But I'm excited.
So light. Ugh.
Every bite, I just feel like I take a second to just enjoy it. If I wasn't in public, I'd be like closing my eyes right now. Just take me away. It's so good.
I'm in food heaven.
It's just so refreshing. This kind of sushi, like you can't, you just have to have it all in one bite. You can't just take.
Meanwhile.
Never mind.
What is it?
Anyway. Oh my god, no. No, you do you. I'm gonna take this other oyster shot since we already cheers it, but well, she's eating her like second bite of the sushi. Mmm. So good. And they're so fresh here, like just so cold.
What belief do you have that most people disagree with?
That's gonna be a thinker for a second.
That's fine.
I feel like I've never really thought about this before because lately I just feel like I've been like, it's my way or the highway, or are we both just gonna agree to disagree?
Mm.
But I don't know, that's kind of hard. I feel like I have like a bunch of opinions on things like big or small that people may not agree with, but I also give like that attitude where it's like, okay, well then we'll just agree to disagree
Yeah.
and like keep it moving.
I mean, I guess what stands out to you the most that, you know, you feel like you have disagree on that's up to the most people?
Okay, I will say this one. I feel like in our generation, more people are coming to the understanding, but I believe in like when it comes to like parenting, I don't mind if my kids. It's not that I don't mind, but I would rather my kids tell me that they're doing drugs or drinking at like even 13 or 12 or like losing their virginity than rather holding that in and like me not being able to prepare them. I feel like when you're young and you're dumb, you're young and you're dumb, but you need some type of parental advisor who's not going to judge you for those things. And I know that some people are probably like, so you're going to let your daughter like smoke weed at 13? Like, yeah, because she's going to do it anyway.
Yeah.
But that doesn't mean I'm here for it. But like, I definitely wish that, you know, if you need a ride or something, that's something I want to be to my children. So yeah, I want to create like an environment where
In a safe place.
yeah, because when we grew up, like we were so scared. We're like, our parents don't know what we're going through, but they knew exactly what we were going through in some other ways. So
Yeah. Just because you're oblivious to it doesn't mean it doesn't exist.
no, I agree,
Yeah.
100%. So I think that would be my answer. Is just like they're gonna do it regardless, and I know that they're gonna be young and they're gonna be kids, but I'd rather be involved and be sad behind the scenes than not know at all. So I guess that's one thing.
I feel they'll bring you guys closer too.
Yeah, for sure. So yeah. All right, let's go into the next thing, and then other than that, we'll just keep asking questions and doing our thing. But we're gonna do. Oh my god, this was the baked roll. Okay, cheers. Cheers, Nina. Mm-hmm. I don't know how they do it, but the sushi is like, and I don't like smoky or like good tasting stuff, but this is like smoky in a good way.
It has a little bit of crisp to it too.
Yeah, it feels like they just like tar it on wood for real. But I don't know what they're doing back there, but they're doing it right. They are doing it right. I wish they had a sushi bar so you just could see like, I'm sure they put like so much love into this food. I can't stress it enough. If you're in Arizona, go to Nagoya. It's a family local spot. There's no other place like it. So, yeah. And the
We've been
people,
to so many places, but like, yeah, I'm impressed. You can always come back here.
yeah, the people are so nice here. It's ridiculous. I'm gonna ask my question. So, how are you doing? And like, not just how you doing and get a good, like, how are you really doing? And, like, you know, how you feel with
Am I
life
doing?
lately.
Honestly, how am I feeling? How am I doing? And how am I feeling? I guess like one word to describe it is, I guess, like bittersweet.
Okay.
Because I feel like, well, first of all, I guess I'll start with the bad. We'll start there.
Let's do it.
I hate this heat.
Rip it off. Oh, yeah.
And I feel like every time summer comes around, I kind of get like the seasonal depression. Well, it's not really depression because it's not that deep, to be honest, but it's like seasonal sadness. because I just like don't want to go to bed as much and do things. But it's just so fun.
I mean, it is 120 degrees in Arizona, so I don't blame.
And I'm someone who likes to be outside. Like I literally am always outside if I can be.
For sure.
So I feel like that's been affecting my mental health a little bit. And I don't know. I'm trying to embrace this season of being like single, but low-key it gets lonely.
You've been glowing, girl.
I know.
You've been
I'm
glowing.
like on the upset of that. I've been meeting like so many new people. Like I feel like I get meet people every single week.
Yeah.
Last
If you guys could see this planner, she's busy. She's busy.
And I'm not afraid to meet people. Like last week I went to a little improv game night with people I've never met before at some random's house. I literally drove 1 hour to get there.
And it was worth it.
Yeah. I was like, I love improv people. I think they're my kind of people.
Yeah,
They're still like very expressive with how they feel.
for sure.
And like we always play the improv games together. So instead of like people I feel like a lot of people normally like gossip or talk shit. And I don't like that. But we just play games.
Good. Oh, that's fun. So lighthearted. I love that.
Yeah.
I mean, I feel like it's so rare and hard to find people that can like continue a conversation without just talking shit
Or putting others down.
Yeah, putting others down for sure. So that's awesome. Okay,
Yeah.
girl. Good for you. I'm glad. And to that, we're going on to the next thing. All right, so this is a Toro. We got 3 pieces of Toro. It's like, I believe it's tuna. I think it's bluefin tuna belly. Wait, I don't know. Correct me if I'm wrong, but the Toro is like bluefin tuna, but it's the belly, so it's a super, super like tender and melt in your mouth kind of fish. And then of course, just our regular order of seared salmon nigiri. So good. This is another melting in your mouth. So.
I'm trying the Toro first.
Yeah, try the Toro first. Yeah, it looks like wagyu, like marbleized or deliciousness.
Well, it's basically the Wagyu with fishes.
True. Yeah. I'm going in. Mm-hmm. That's so good. You never tried these before? Is it not so good?
It's so good. They just melt in your mouth.
I feel like this seared would be good too, but I wanted you to try like the real.
Yeah.
That's delicious.
How's that been real?
I know.
But Lex, how are you doing?
I'm really good. Honestly, I feel like
How are you really doing?
how am I really doing?
Yes.
I'm doing good. I feel like for once in my life, like I've felt at ease and like at peace with where I'm at. I feel like all these years that you've known me, I have this feeling where like I just can't keep up. Like I just want to do what other people are doing, and I want to like do all this. And I had a really big problem with just comparing like my lifespan compared to like everybody else's lifespan, and especially because we're about to be in our mid-20s now. Like people are either having kids or going clubbing, and like me and Nina don't want to do either one of those right now. So
Stuck in the middle.
yeah, so we're stuck in the middle and just like finding like our own people and stuff. But I feel like really content with where I'm at, and I feel like really proud that like I finished school and that I can just kind of breathe and take the weight off. So right now I feel like really
Just on top of the world.
yeah, I feel really like on top of the world. And I'm moving out August 7th into like a new place with my man and his beautiful daughter. So like that is so exciting for me. So
Yeah, it's so long. I'm
Yeah.
so proud of you.
yeah, so I mean, Nina's been with me this whole entire time that I've like struggled with it, but I have a lot of self-doubt and like no confidence in myself, and I speak out as much as I do now. But I feel like I'm like slowly starting to fall in love with who I am as a person. So like right now I feel like good.
Aww.
I mean, like you said though, like bittersweet. With one thing that's great, like there's other things that are in the way, but I feel like for the most part, like yeah, my answer is good. I feel good.
You're doing amazing.
Oh, you too, boo. Look at us. I love that for us. Oh yeah. So yeah, I feel content. She'll see that later.
Yeah.
Hold on.
Why do people hurt each other?
Ooh, that's a good question. I heard everything you said. I feel like people hurt each other not intentionally because they want to hurt you, but because they're hurt inside.
Yeah, like that subconsciously, I just don't know better.
Yeah.
Or know how to do better.
For sure. Because I know, like, in, like, past fights or arguments and, like, different types of relationships, like, I've always said hurtful things, but it's because, like, I was hurting too.
Mm-hmm.
And, like, I want you to feel my pain, but I don't know how to communicate that with you.
Yeah.
So,
So I feel like a lot of it's emotional regulation. Like when you don't know how to like regulate your emotions, it comes out other ways.
yeah.
Yeah.
And it's always the worst feeling when you're like, I love you, but also, like, I did say some really messed up things.
I know my actions don't show it, but I love you.
Yeah, no, for sure. But, yeah. Yeah, that's my answer. And I'm sticking to it.
Oh yeah.
Cool. All right. Okay. At what point are we good enough? And when are we self-improved enough to accept ourselves? Well, when is that, Nina?
That's a loaded question.
Mm-hmm. You wrote it.
I know. Well, I feel like, okay, so I do a lot of self-improvement and I listen to a lot of self-improvement podcasts, books, and everything on that subject. And I feel like it's really easy to get caught up in like the whole like I always need to be better kind of thing. Like I'm never enough with where I'm at. So I think the big part of it is just kind of like first accepting like where you are at the moment is okay, and even if it's not where you want to be, it is okay because it's probably all you can handle on your plate at the moment. And just because like you don't feel like you're where you should be at, that doesn't like determine your self-worth. Like you're not like good enough. So I feel like sorry we just
Take your time, bro. That's a loaded question. You gotta like break it down, deconstruct.
But I feel like self-improvement is a lifelong journey, so I don't feel like there'll ever be like an ending point to it. So I feel like you should always accept yourself like where you're at. But it's not like one day you're like, oh, I'm good enough. Like I just don't need to work on myself anymore at all.
For sure. I agree. There's always change. I feel like people change every day, every minute, every year. So, you know, such is life.
And you can't hate yourself in the process of it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, cool. Yeah. I agree with that. Good answer. Good answer. Go next, girl. Well, take a bite of food. I feel like I've eaten almost everything on this plate. You're gonna rewind it, and I'm good. The salmon nigiri, seared. You actually put me on that.
But there, yeah.
You got yellowtail one time from here, and I was like, okay, I like that. It's good. But on salmon here,
This is more texture flavor.
yeah, for sure.
Why do you think we are here?
I think we're here to just find purpose and like substance in life. You know?
Yeah.
Like, why live if you don't know what you're living for? So I feel like that's our journey. It's just like, you know, everybody's different. Everybody has their own like interests, but like, you know, find what's purposeful to you and keep doing it.
Valid.
Right.
Yeah, it's a big question.
Yeah. But yeah, what about you? You feel the same? Or is there like something you could add to it?
Like I feel it is to find purpose for sure, but I feel a lot of people could spend their whole life here chasing their what is my purpose kind of thing. So I feel like just like being on this earth, like we're just meant to live and be present and just like savor everything as it comes. Because if you're not fully present in your life, you're not really truly living your life.
That's good. Period. Give us the bell on that. No, that was good. That was a good answer. That's true. Yeah, I guess you could be chasing your dreams forever, but like, you know, are you really living it? Okay, I see that. I see that. Nice. Okay, what's something you think every person should experience in their lifetime?
I have one, very controversial probably, but
Give it to me.
I don't know. I feel like everyone should experience heartbreak in their life.
Yeah.
Because I feel like every time like someone goes through a heartbreak, like I know it fucking sucks, but I know they're gonna fucking have a glow up after that.
That is a really good answer for sure. Most of these rappers and these singers and these artists out here, they wouldn't have an album if they didn't get their hearts breaking. So
That's broken. Yeah, because it brings like so much passion and like pain and like you know people express it in like creative forms. Like
no, that is 100% true. I agree with that. And you know what's funny? Because my answer was gonna be everybody should experience like real love in their life. I mean yours is heartbreak. But it's like yin and yang, like it goes both ways.
Yeah.
You know? Like I feel like everybody should experience heartbreak, so I agree, but they should also experience like a real healthy type of love because whether it's like a boyfriend or girlfriend or significant other or like even just a family member, I feel like that really empowers you and motivates you as well. So it goes both ways.
It goes both
That's
ways,
crazy.
yeah. And I feel like you have to go through heartbreak to know what real love is, like, you know, and appreciate it for what it is.
Yes, for sure. Oh yeah, girl. I like that. I like that. This girl needs to be a therapist. I'm not gonna lie. I don't know how people do it because I'm getting full already. But it's so weird.
No, we're gonna finish this.
No, we are gonna finish it. But, ow.
Yeah, I'm getting kind of full too. Well, no food is going to waste here.
You better not be full.
When did your life change for the better?
Ooh.
Where did it all start? I feel like.
I think it started with you, girl. I'm like emotional. But, no, I think when we started during COVID, oh my god, I'm gonna choke. During COVID, me and I were like stick thin skinny and didn't want anything else to do with like, you know, really getting like actually healthy and like, you know, putting a foot down into it and like, you know, taking care of ourselves. And I feel like during COVID, like I hear so many different opinions. Either it was the most boring thing of their life or like they had like an awakening kind of thing. And I feel like with you and me, we definitely like grew a lot during that time.
Mm-hmm.
I kid you not, like every single day we would like go over to each other's house and like do a whole workout, like
Do arts and crafts.
yeah, do arts and crafts, drink protein smoothies that were like so thick you could throw up, like. And I feel like that really made us feel more confident in at least ourselves and like to start liking ourselves. I don't feel, at least for me, I didn't feel like I liked myself internally yet, but I was starting to like myself outside of just my, you know, my heart, and I think that really pushed me to do like, you know, better. So yeah, with you, girl, I think I got like, yeah, we're doing so good. Thank you. Yeah, I think we just did like a lot of things that like brought us joy or like learned how to bring us joy, and I feel like we took a, you know, pause on time because me and Nina have been coworkers since we could get jobs, and we've been working together at like the same jobs every day, and like we would pull doubles and doubles and doubles, but when were we ever really like feeding ourselves good foods or like giving our body the things that it needs to take care of ourselves? We were just kind of living by, and I feel like now, I don't know, I'm really proud of where we're at now.
We're basically like living to work before.
We were
That's
living
all
to
we did.
work, yeah, and now we work to live.
Work to live,
Yes,
yes.
we really do. So yeah, I would say that. What about you? It's okay, you don't have to say the same answer.
I'm going to say mine is really recent.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I can agree.
So I say it's really recent because I feel like my recent heartbreak. Because the one before that, I promised myself that I would never let myself get that low again.
Yeah.
Like, and this time around, like, I feel like when I got my heart broken, I just kind of did everything differently. Like, I made new routines that, you know, like, were only for me. I did things I would never do. Like, I pushed myself further and further to make new experiences so I could grow and be a better human and not, like, wallow in my self-pity. Because I feel like before, whenever, like, even little things happen, I can tend to, like, you know, drag it out for days or weeks and be like, oh, like, I'm a victim to my circumstances. But after that happened, I was like, no, like, I have so much control in my life. Like, my happiness depends on me. Like, it doesn't depend on anyone else.
Yeah.
And yeah, I feel that's when I started, like, going to improv. I started just to meet new people. I started to try to, like, work in my relationships that matter to me.
Yeah, I can see that for sure. I definitely think that you've grown a lot within like these last couple of months, or even the beginning of the year, like drastically. But oh yeah, girl. Good for you.
Yeah, I'm happy you've been up there for the ride.
Me too. Me too. Me too.
But yeah, our relationship was definitely one of the things I wanted to work on. And like, so I knew we like, I feel like before, like we talked here and there, but I feel like we weren't close, like how close like I wanted to be. That's close, yeah. And I get it, like life gets in the way, but also I like kind of realized that it's also my part too to put in the work for our relationship.
Yeah,
Yeah.
for sure. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, girl. I like that answer. That's true. Which habit are you proudest of breaking?
Okay, I'll just do two. I guess one of them is I'm really proud of breaking the habit of depending on drugs for my happiness. 'Cause I feel like that was like a big issue for a while. Like whenever I didn't feel like a certain way, I felt comfortable with my body. Like I just like like how do I get rid of this feeling? Like and it was always like external like factors, whether it was alcohol, like drugs, or something.
Yeah, you
But
depended
people-
on something else to
yeah.
like give you happiness. For sure.
And I guess that goes hand in hand with like codependency with other people. Like I feel like now I kind of rely on myself more to be happy instead of relying on like people to be happy. Because I feel like relying on people or putting all the pressure on one person isn't fair. And it's never fair.
100%.
Yeah.
Good stuff.
Yeah.
I like that.
What about you?
I guess this is something different, but I guess mine would be people pleasing. I did everything, like I said at the beginning of this video, like I do everything for everybody. Like I just want to be a mom and like mom all, but
I know you would if you could.
yeah, and if I had all the money, I would probably take care of every single person in like a huge mansion. But unfortunately, I can't do that. I only have 2 hands, so yeah, I would say for me, it's saying no and like putting me first. I'm glad that I broke the habit of just like saying yes and like committing to so many things because I don't know, I just lost myself in the midst of it. Yeah.
You have been doing that, even though it's a card. You still like continue to put your foot down.
Yeah. I've been getting in there, put my foot down. It's about time.
No means no.
Yeah, and it feels good. And that's the thing is like, for all those people pleasers out there, like I do it sometimes still too, but like, saying no doesn't mean people are gonna hate you because of it. Like you got things and you got a whole life like to live. So like you can't do it for everybody all the time. You gotta put yourself first so you can take care of everybody else. So yeah. I would be people pleasing. I feel like I always wanted to do like something that people would like. I'd be like, oh, like you like 25-year-olds? Like I can do 25.
I can do that too.
Yeah.
I can blend it.
yeah. Like, oh, you like mustaches? Like I'm trying to grow one right now. But yeah, no, saying no and being authentic to you is. Yeah.
You've been so good at that. Like you give no fucks now.
Now you know that. That was good thing, right? Yeah. I'm like, she still loves me.
Yeah, I do.
Yeah. Question. I like that question. These are deep, Nina. Like I feel like you only wrote like just like a little handful, but they got us talking for a minute.
I'm not sure like how deep you want to get. So it's
We
like
got deep, skin deep. Okay, so we're both kind of like hobby people. We just pick up hobbies and then just like drop them and go on to the next. So like, what's been your like latest hobby that you've been really enjoying lately?
my latest hobby that I've been doing lately. Yeah, we're both big hobbyists.
We are. So like, what are you up to right now?
My biggest hobby right now is probably improv. Yeah. I guess I'll tell you about class on Monday. So on Monday, our class was based on emotions. And have you ever heard of the emotion wheel? Well, it's basically a wheel with all the emotions like fear, surprise, sad, happy, disgusted, and then there's like emotions can be like like just base level, and then it goes to like super like in depth, like you feel perplexed.
Okay.
Like that's like an in depth like emotion. But in class, basically, the teacher gave us like a scene, like let's say like you're having a baby. So you would go on there with a partner. You always do things in twos, but your scene is you're having a baby. So then you would go on stage and do the scene like how would someone who's having a baby normally would react? They would be surprised, right?
Yeah.
So you would do an improv scene based on that, and then you would do the same scene again, but in the opposite emotion.
Okay.
So the opposite of surprise would be disgusted that so you go on stage and do the scene that you're so disgusted at having a baby. And what I learned is that opposite emotions of what's like what people normally are supposed to feel in a certain situation equals comedy and improv.
Oh, okay. Interesting. I've never heard of an emotional wheel. Emotional wheel?
Emotional wheel.
Emotional wheel.
Yeah.
That sounds kind of cool.
Yeah. What about you?
That seems fun. What about me for what?
What's your latest hobby?
Oh yeah, my latest hobby. I think my latest hobby lately has been playing games. I'm really trying to get into this like gamer girl era. So I have but I'm playing like I'm playing all these games, and like my coworkers at work who are in high school, are like, dude, you're playing that now? Like that's like 10 years old. I'm like, I don't know. I'm playing Super Mario again, and I really like the Mario parties.
You
And
can never go wrong with that.
I know you can't go wrong with that. It's all like happy-go-lucky stuff. I'm not really good at like Smash Bros and like fighting against people. I think it's too much pressure. But like strategy games or like Geometry Dash has been a fun one on my phone lately. Yeah, I've been doing that. What's that monkey game that the Bloons?
Oh, Bloons, yeah.
Okay, but I downloaded Bloons, but it's not the one that you played. So which one's the one that you played that you had to pay for? It's like that one was fun, and I forget.
I will have to send you it. There's
Okay.
like so many of them. I think there's like 12 of them.
Okay, yeah, but yeah, I've been really getting into games lately. Me and my boyfriend play It Takes Two, so it's like really, yeah, it's really healthy. It's fun.
That's such a good game for couples.
We'd be fighting too. I'd be like, "What do you mean?"
Stop fucking us up.
Yeah, he's like, "Come on, jump!" I'm like, "I am." I'm dying, but it's really fun, like with friends or family for like games. But yeah, I'm really getting my gamer girl era.
Oh,
Yeah.
I love it.
I wish I could play like Fortnite and stuff like that, but I just can't do like
Shooting games.
walking straight and then turning left and looking right. I can't do that. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah, honestly, I play, but I still suck. I die all the time.
And that's okay. But yeah, I'm not yet skilled enough or prepared to go into that battlefield yet. But yeah, that's been my thing lately. I feel like I'll like lay down and like just play phone games, Or, yeah.
I love it.
So yeah.
I feel like everyone has like their niche in gaming because like I feel like there's so many games out there. Like you have to have like a certain category you like.
Yeah, you can't say you're good at game. You just haven't found your own game yet.
Yeah.
That would be mine. Just playing games lately. And most of the time it'd be like crafts or like doing things that like take me away from technology. But this time I'm like, come get me, man. I'm ready.
No, do it. It's summer. We're about relaxing this summer.
I know, and like I said, it's like 120 degrees outside, so we're not going outside. We're not coloring next to trees.
We barely want to move.
Yeah, barely. It's like a struggle to wake up in these mornings. It's so hot. My grandparents keep their AC at 80 degrees at all times.
Dude, that's my mom.
I know.
That's why
I'm like, she's like, I'm cold. I'm like, what do you mean? I'm sweating.
my parents are the same way. I was just like, what do you
Is it
mean?
80 degrees in your house too?
Yes.
Oh my god, bro. They should just move in, honestly.
And my dad's still cold too.
My grandpa wears a vest and jacket. He's like, yeah, and even now it's still cold. I'm like, oh my god. He asked the other day what we keep our temperature at, and I said 76. He's like, oh, that's too cold. I was like, what? Yeah. So, anyway.
Honestly, up to me, it'd be at 69.
Yeah, minimum.
Yeah.
I love, like, I love putting blankets on and, like, being cold, but I hate sweating, so that's pretty good.
Like I love staying at hotels because you can turn the temperature as low as you want.
Mm-hmm.
Like I take advantage of it.
Oh yeah, for sure, full blast. Mm-hmm. I'll do it till it breaks. Well, not till it breaks, because then you'll be spending like a whole house on that thing. But almost. This one was fun. We were super nervous to come in here. We're like, oh my god, like, are they gonna judge us? Like, you want to eat in here? You want to take it to go? But we couldn't have the oyster shots to go.
I'm glad we did it here.
Yeah, I'm glad we did it. I actually feel comfortable. I don't feel like anybody's like judging us or anything.
We're like minding our business.
Yeah, they should. Yeah, they should. But I'm just glad they are without us asking first. It's a good like in restaurant mukbang to do. It's like the perfect people. Yeah. Can I ask you another question?
Yes.
Did it never?
What do you value in relationships the most?
I'd say it's a sense of understanding each other. You may not know exactly how I'm feeling if I'm this angry about like you putting your shoes at the front door, but like as long as you can say like, I understand that you feel this way, or I understand where you're coming from, some sense of like acknowledgement and like does that make sense?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I try to see your side.
Yeah, like
Even if they don't agree with it.
exactly, because I feel like that's that as well as trust and a bunch of other things, but I feel like that one's like really good to have in a relationship. So yeah, was that the question? Did I answer it right? Yeah, what I value most? Yeah, so it's a sense of understanding.
Sense of understanding.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I feel like you can go like a long way with that. What about you?
I would say that, but that's just a different one. So because my branch off of it. I would say honesty.
Oh yeah.
I don't know. I guess I feel like I've grown up like this, having people like treat me like I wasn't like good enough or like able enough to hear the actual truth of things. But I feel like, and like at the end of the day, like I'd rather just you tell me the truth. Like I don't care if it hurts me. Like I'll get over it. But I want to know like how you really feel, and it helps me gain like an understanding too of like what I should do better, what I can work on.
Yeah, for sure.
And I don't know, I have this problem. I'm like too like brutally honest, and I know not a lot of people not a lot of people like it. I have this like one example, like someone said I was too honest, and I should start saying tell people white lies. Do you know what lies are?
Yeah, like small lies to like make you feel better, like the other person feel better.
Yeah.
Right? Yeah.
And that didn't sit well with me.
They're like, don't tell the truth, just lie. What did you say?
Honestly, I disagree.
Yeah. I'm like, I can't do that, bro. I'm on a roll now. I can do it. Yeah.
And I feel like you can't have a relationship without honesty.
Yeah.
Like
No,
it'd be
for
built
sure.
on lies.
That's true. Like, when is the truth gonna like show? And you're just piling up a bunch of lies. Okay, cool. I like that. I like that. Okay, Nina, I'm full. The last six actually have to be yours. I ate one salmon and I ate two of the toro, so that is fair.
Wait, what?
Yeah.
What this would be?
Huh?
Eat half of this.
Why would I eat half when I ate that whole toro?
What do you mean? I'm confused.
I ate two of those and I ate two of the other ones.
Okay, fine. I'll eat it. I actually like this.
Good. Good.
For 53 minutes.
Dang. She does it for you guys.
I know. It's fun. Enjoy it.
Mm-hmm.
I guess that's another hobby, YouTubing. But it's a hobby that not like people know about.
It's a secret.
It's a secret.
Mm-hmm.
So if you know about it and you're watching this, you're so special.
I was like, shut your mouth. I'm trying to think of other questions. I'm trying to freestyle here.
I'm trying to do a podcast. This is so long.
Dude, at this point, let's start a podcast.
Honestly, yeah.
I feel like people will listen.
Podcast is a lot easier with two people.
Yeah, for real. Like, dang, just give me the podcast link. What is your best advice in finding friends? Like, because I feel like you said like improv is like, something that you found like your people in, So like, what's the best advice for other people or like people who are watching, like in finding, who the right people are for them?
Well, I feel like when you're on the journey of like finding friends, like your favorite word is gonna be yes. If someone gives me an invite, I always say yes, because I feel like saying yes always opens the doorways to more, like meeting more people than that. Your friend could have brought their friend that you could have also met, and I feel like once you say no to someone, they won't ask you again.
Okay.
Yeah, but for the whole like improv thing, also like I feel it's important to, I don't know, find a hobby you want to try out and go take classes for it, because when you go out there like in the community and take a class for it, you're gonna find friends that have the similar interests as you, which is always makes it one step easier to become friends because you guys have something shared together.
Yeah. I like that.
Yeah,
Good
and
advice.
always stay open-minded, because I feel like when you are like genuinely open to meeting new people just feel your energy. Like even just like you passing by someone in the store and they say hi to you because they know you're like a friendly person, they're like open to receiving their energy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Good answer. I like that. Cool.
Yeah, because I feel like we've all like been in the store, been somewhere, like when you see someone, they're obviously like don't want to talk.
Yeah, that's true. That's fair. And I guess if you were to invite someone like once, and you met them for the first time, you wouldn't want to invite them again if they said no the first time.
Mm-hmm.
That makes sense. Cool. Okay, what about you, Nina? I want you to freestyle a question. You're out of these books.
Get all the books. Okay. Give me a minute to. I have a question for you that's really related to you.
Okay.
How'd you get so comfortable being a parental figure?
I feel like I get that from my mom.
Yeah.
My mom is like a very, I mean, I've never known a mother to like take in so many kids. Like throughout our years, like if our friends were struggling, she's like, yeah, come sleep over. Or like, yeah, like you stay here, you live with us. So like, I really valued that out of her. And I felt like, I want to be a mom to all in that sense. And then that's where my people pleasing stems from. And that's where my saying no stem from. So I feel like it's always been like kind of ingrained in me. And like, I had like the perfect example of someone to show me like what, taking people in is like. So when my brother had his like first kids, those were the only kids like we had in our family, like in Arizona. So I feel like I got to learn more and experiment and like, grow with these children and get a sense of like what my values are in like motherhood and like where I stand. That's why I like love being. I call it a bonus mom. I like that. I like it a lot. But I call myself a bonus mom instead of a stepmom, just because like, the more the merrier. But yeah, I hope like, raising these two girls too, like I instill like some type of, I don't know, like motherly, like good, healthy parental figure. So yeah, I would say like it all started from my mom and just experience with raising kids, like my brother's kids, because he's a single dad. So like I've raised him and co-parented with him since he's had these kids, and kids are a lot, but yeah, I love them. Yeah,
Your mom is awesome. She's definitely a great parental figure.
for sure. And I just love kids, like kids are so funny and they just say the most random things. So like, sit me down with a. Well, no, that sounds weird. In the most non-weird way, like sit me down with your kids and I'll like color and hang out.
Aww, I know. They're just so innocent and pure.
Yes, and like plus like kids like doing all the things I like doing. Like I want to play with that clay too, or like I want to share what you're eating. So yeah,
You're amazing at it. That's like one thing I really admire about you.
Aw, thank you. I'm trying. Aw. Well, thank you, Ninos. That was so sweet of you. And you see who I get it from. Like, my mom used to see Nina a lot when we were younger growing up, but she doesn't see her often now. But even to this day, like, I don't mind her walking into my house while I'm not there because I know that my mom's going to sit there and talk to her, like, and talk her ear off, so.
Yeah.
It's like family.
It feels like it.
Mm-hmm. Right. Shout out to my mom.
Yes, shout out to your whole family, to be honest.
Yeah.
I feel like just because I'm such a dysfunctional family, like it's nice to walk in your house and see what like a semi-normal family is like. Because I feel like
semi.
we're never a normal family, but yeah,
We're a little crazy, but yeah.
it's all love.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And same with my grandparents have been taking care of them a lot, and I feel like older people are just bigger babies. It's just like flipped in reverse. So I think I'm getting more than the kids, I think I'm getting my patience. And I see my grandparents like twice, if not every week. And I see them with my boyfriend, and we've just gained like a stronger connection out of that. And like I feel like now they do depend on me and like expect me to show up every Monday and like have lunch with them, which is fine. I'm so here for it. But my grandma, you met her, but she's a thug. Like she is so hardcore. Like she doesn't smile, and if she smiles, it's because she's known you for at least a year. But
She has no filter, like at all.
and do you know they're both cancers though? Isn't that crazy? But anyway,
That's crazy.
yeah. But yeah. Like if she doesn't want you to drink it, she'll be like, don't drink that. Like even if she doesn't know you, so she's just like really hardcore, and I've learned like patience through her. It's like, you're never gonna change, so I guess I'll just keep letting you be you. And like I've been taking her to the grocery store, and like she waddles everywhere, and she's also like a little forgetful, so she'll be in one side looking for shampoo, and she's like, I need tofu, and then she'll be back in the shampoo, then she'll be getting toothpaste, and going back and forth. So I've just learned to like be present and take time with that too. So I think they're making me more maternal than kids were.
Aww.
Yeah. So, but yeah.
Who would have thought?
Who would have thought? Not me. Yeah. And I'm glad. I feel like ever since I was a kid, I've always wanted to be a mom. So I feel like I'm being a mom to everybody else right now, and I'm okay with that. I'm okay.
Aww.
Yeah.
So you always known you wanted to be a mom since you're little?
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, for sure. And it's funny, like life was like, yeah, okay, you can be a mom, but it's just not how I was expecting to be a mom. But I'm so grateful that I'm like, where I'm at. Yeah.
You're a mom to all. That's one thing I've asked for.
I know, and I'm here for it. I love being a mom to all. Even at like parties, like I'm the one to like serve all the drinks, and then you'll see me cleaning in the kitchen. When nobody's asking me, I'm just cleaning.
Right?
I'm like, oh my god, I don't want it to be messy.
Make sure everyone's okay.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
But also
make sure-
having fun.
Yeah, no, for sure, exactly. So, yeah, yeah. Bye.
Maybe we'll be okay. I know